This is an interesting query, and in fact, this is a query that we've gotten very, very often over the last few days. Dhaval has written in from Mumbai. He wants to know if it's a good time to invest in mid or small cap funds. He has a good risk appetite, he says, and he also adds that whether you recommend the NFO of the Axis Situation Funds. He says he knows that the NFO is closed, but he would still like to invest in it, once it's the NFO period, of course, is over. Tarun, the mid and small caps have made quite a comeback. If you see on an absolute basis, on an index level, this is the first time in 3 years, right, that we're seeing positive returns. Is it really the return of mid and small caps for retail investors too? Should they start putting in money? And how about the new fund? Should our viewer Arun look at investing in it?
So, Sumaira, again, my big disconnect is in markets, everything everybody try to position is like it's this time it is different. And I don't believe in that philosophy. This time is different. Every time there are a lot of strategies, there are a lot of things which are positioned in the market. And due to that, I have seen a lot of accidents keeps happening. Yes, there are opportunities which keeps building up, but to my mind, what is more important is to have a proper plan. And once that plan is clear and you have defined your tolerance level, under that tolerance level, you can keep playing out different strategies. So now let's talk about mid and small cap strategies. So this strategy, if I talk about from last 5 years, I did a rolling return study from last 5 years. As we talk, last 5 year rolling return of a small cap fund is currently just 3%, 4%. If I look at March 2020, the rolling return was minus 6%. Compare that with the 8% positive return which has been delivered by large cap. So definitely from a valuation point of view, there is a big gap as we talk today, and there is a good amount of value which is there in a mid and small cap strategy. The problem with mid and small cap strategy is the high impact cost, because not much research analysts cover these kind of stocks. Let's say if I talk about small cap stocks, only 5 analysts cover compared to a 45-50 which is covered for an average large cap stock. So one need to be aware that this is a risky strategy. But at the same time, the rewards, I looked at long-term average returns also. These strategies have always delivered better returns. So yes, in this environment, I feel it makes a lot of sense. And even investors with a high risk appetite, they need to have at least 15 to 20% into mid and small cap strategy, because you can't park all your money into large cap strategies. You need to have good amount of money available in these strategies. And going forward, it looks very much possible, because the long-term trends and the dividend yield of small cap and mid cap stocks are in favor. I feel this strategy should deliver much better. Coming to the second question on the Axis Special Situation Fund, again, I am not a big NFOs. I don't like NFOs too much, because I feel if the themes are available very well in the existing funds, there is no need to get into new funds. Let those funds demonstrate for itself a quality about them, then only we should look at them. But this fund has a very, very different lineage, and I want to share that, because this fund is actually looking at a disruption theme. They are looking at strategies and more tech-enabled disruptions, which they are seeing currently. And one more unique thing about this fund is a 30% investment goes into global equities. That is also a positive about this fund. But my suggestion is wait for a year, see how it works, then get into it rather than jumping it right now.
All right, Dhaval, that's the advice for you. A quick break. Our two experts, Pankaj and Tarun, stay on with us, and they'll answer some more queries on the other side. Stay tuned.